They told me there wasn't enough room. Not this year. The Airbnb had only 3 bedrooms, they said. The boat was booked for 5. Mom delivered the excuse like a verdict, polished and final. Dad added a soft smile, promise, next time, like that wouldn't split something open inside me. I didn't argue, didn't ask why, didn't plead for space in their lives. I just nodded, silent in the hallway, watching them pack their sunscreen and rehearsed happiness into matching duffel bags. They left me behind with silence, and I returned it perfectly. I used to be their favorite, or so I thought. Mom always called me her old soul. Dad said I was a steady one, the fixer. I babysat my sister, shopped for groceries, managed a family calendar when they forgot the meaning of structure. I was the reliable one, until, slowly, that reliability turned into something else, something see-through. I wasn't dependable anymore. I was invisible. It started to change last Thanksgiving. I noticed how they orbited my sister like she was made of crystal and stardust. Fragile, glittering, costly. She flunked 2 classes, gotten drunk at dinner, vomited cranberry sauce on the living room carpet. And still, they kissed her forehead with adoration as she stumbled to bed. Me, I cleaned the mess on my hands and knees alone. No thanks. No eye contact. Just silence. The trip was the final confirmation. I wasn't family. I was function. They left me behind like a spare tire. And a week later, Mom posted the photo. All of them standing shoulder to shoulder on a boat, smiling in matching navy blue shirts. Her caption read, asterisk, grateful for every one of them. Asterisk, every one of them. Except me. I stared at that image until my screen dimmed. Zoomed in. Counted heads. 5. The same 5 they said were just enough. I didn't cry. Not right away. I closed the app, opened my banking portal instead. They'd forgotten something. They didn't just leave me. They left with my name still tethered to the family credit account. The one I opened when I turned 18. The one they swore they'd help pay off when Dad's bonus came in. It hadn't, but the charges had. Gas stations in Tennessee. Dinner in Savannah. Souvenirs. Matching boat shirts. My name. My limit. My money. So I waited. I didn't yell. I didn't accuse. I watched. 3 days after the post, they were driving through Alabama when the car sputtered and gave out. Transmission failure. Stranded on a sunburned highway with no shade and no tow truck in sight. Dad's car declined at the repair shop. So did Mom's. And then the calls began. 1 missed call. Then 7. Then 19. A voicemail finally landed. Asterisk. Hey, can you check the account? Something's wrong with the card. We're stuck. Asterisk. I didn't respond. I sat in my apartment, lights dim, sipping cold coffee like it was a victory toast. Then my sister texted. Why did you freeze the account? No greeting. No apology. Just accusation like I owed them rescue. I stared at the message a long time. Then I sent them exactly $1. The note said, room for 1 more. That's when the panic started. Dad called again. Then again. 27 calls total. Mom tried calling from a different number, pretending to be the mechanic. My sister sent a voice note, crying, gasping, full-on theatrics. I let the day drift into night. Then I finally replied. Family means everyone or no one. I unfroze the account. Just enough for the tow. Not the hotel. Not the gas. Not the ferry from the island. They detoured to see the dolphins. They slept in the car that night. Mom didn't post anything. By the time they made it home, I was already gone. I'd moved out, took everything I'd paid for, the television, the kitchenware, the router, left behind a note on the fridge. Asterisk, not enough room. Now you have plenty. Asterisk. I haven't spoken to them since. No yelling. No confrontation in the driveway. No broken plates. No police knocking at the door. Just silence. Just absence. Revenge doesn't always echo. Sometimes it's cold, quiet, measured in keystrokes, in dollars, in deliberate breath. They underestimated me because I never raised my voice, never slammed a door, Never made a scene. But I remember. I always remember. And I wait. I'm not angry anymore. Anger is loud. I am quiet now. I am surgical. I am finished. Funny thing is, they taught me to plan ahead, to protect myself, to be the responsible one. They just didn't expect I'd turn those lessons on them. People say betrayal is an art. They're wrong. Betrayal is messy, clumsy, obvious, if you're paying attention. But revenge? That's the masterpiece. And I sign mine in silence. I hope they frame that boat photo. Hang it over the fireplace. Gaze at it every Thanksgiving. Let their eyes scan across the smiles, the symmetry, the navy shirts, and feel the absence I live with, because now they get to live with the missing piece, the one they erased, the one they lied to. And every time they see that picture, I hope they hear Mom's own words echo in their heads. Asterisk, grateful for every one of them. Asterisk, except me. And that's when everything stopped working.